If everybody come in.
Yeah, wait a few minutes. Oh goodness, this is gonna be a good one today.
You think so?
I think so. Because I
You
found
sure?
some stuff. I found some stuff about on this subject. So I will share it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will share it.
If you liked it, then you should have put a ring on it.
Hmm.
I'll
Hmm.
bring. Yeah. Hold on. Let me see. Got one person in here. What's up, Kiki? About time. It's about time you came in here and supported your
Hey,
brother.
girl.
About time you came in here and supported your brother.
Hey, Kiana.
I'm s- I'm about sick of you.
Baby girl. Baby girl. Baby
Sick of you.
girl. Hey, sweetie pie.
Yeah, I'm about sick of you. Who else we got in here? Hey, look here. Don't be coming in here and don't comment. Let us know you in this building. Who in here peeping?
Say hey or something. My
Oh,
goodness.
Auntie.
What?
Hey,
My
Auntie.
heartstring. Dot.
My fix your background.
What's wrong with my background?
Top left.
Oh, y'all was supposed to
Top
put
right, whatever side it is. There you go. There you go.
dot. Uh, uh, uh. I hope you're doing this with me. I'm not doing this by myself.
You do know the time, heifer. And don't tell your big brother to shut up. I tell you to shut up. You don't tell me to shut up. I'm your big brother. All right. So you want to go ahead and get started, or you want to wait a little bit longer?
Well, what you want to do the what's that video no you normally do in the beginning about share, subscribe, all that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, let's pay some bills real quick. I had to pay this man a lot of money. He wasn't cheap. Yo, what's up? Subscribe, like, and share this video. If you don't like it, share it anyway. Like it and subscribe. Appreciate it.
All right.
Right.
He was scary. Golly. You that's scary. You look scary on that.
Supposed to. Okay,
Whoa,
so
okay. This your
top
baby. Let's get started.
topic for the day is
What's the topic?
if or when is it too soon to buy expensive gifts in a relationship? Not a marriage, boyfriend and girlfriend. Okay?
Mm.
Now, we're gonna give you the subject matter of which this comes from. We're gonna lay it out for you. Subject is Ari Fletcher gifted her boyfriend, rapper Moneybag Yo, 28 acres of land in his hometown of Memphis, Tennessee. It got a hold. The Real got a hold of this, and this was one of the perspectives of one of the elderly ladies on the show. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. I'm messing up again. Why I can't get this right?
No, you're not messing up.
I'm always messing up. Let me see. Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Last season, Lonnie and I were talking about don't act married if you're not married. This is acting married. That's a huge gift to someone that you're not even dating. I mean, you're not even married to. I feel like if a man gave me 28 whatever acres, I would feel obligated to stay with them if it didn't work.
Would you accept
Because
that
it's
kind
such
of
a
gift
big
from a
gift.
man?
Would I accept it? But that's what I'm saying.
When you
I
were
would feel
dating,
guilty. No.
You would? You
I mean,
wouldn't accept it.
I don't know if I would, to be honest, I don't know if I would. I would probably accept it, but I think I would feel obligated to stay
That's
with
real.
him because
That's
it's such a big
That's
gift.
honest. Yes, yeah.
spoken as a true heifer. Because
Okay,
my
but
oh,
let's not understand now. We're talking about she gave him 28 acres
of land.
of land, which is what about three say three what do you call it? Blocks, three. I mean, that's a lot of land.
Now,
Okay. But go ahead. I just wanted to stress that.
my wife brought this to my attention, this perspective. I already disagreed with it as far as her view on it, right? But she gave a good perspective. She says, she's like, this is funny. It's because it's such a double standard in this situation when it comes to men. She said, because if it was a man that bought her 28 acres of land, we wouldn't be having this discussion. But because it's the woman buying this man this, then it's usually women is like, oh, hold on, sister, you're doing too much, you're moving too fast, blah, 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 whatever. My perspective of it is this. If you go through the proper courtship like you're supposed to, getting to know somebody before you call them your girlfriend or boyfriend, and you know who you are dealing with, the person is a genuinely good person. We all have our faults. We all have our issues. But if you're dealing with a good person, I don't think there's no such thing as too soon for any types of gifts like that, especially like that. Because I would love to see more of this, buying acres of land, something that does not ever devalue, something that can create generational wealth versus buying a girl a car, buying a girl a watch, all these diamonds and stuff, whatever. That's my perspective on it. As far as because what she spoke up about it was, excuse me, this man makes me feel safe. This man spoils me. He treats me great, and if it was a car or a watch, you guys wouldn't be saying nothing about it. But, let me go buy this man 28 acres of land from where he's from. And now I'm doing too much.
Okay. That's my point. Candy Cane, that's my daughter. We think alike. Double standards. I'm going to talk about this first. Double standards. Some women, not all, when they're in a relationship with a guy and the guy buy them, say, a birthday gift, Christmas gift, they're looking at that gift, okay? And the more expensive the gift, they feel like the guy cares for them more if the gift is more expensive, if it's diamonds, if the ring is big or, and all this kind of stuff. And women do expect a man to give them very expensive gifts, and whether it's the gift is expensive or not, that determines, okay, well, yeah, he's really serious because he's giving me this, or he's really serious because this, I know this costs a lot of money, so there are double standards when it comes to that. But I also did some research, of course, doing research.
Hold on, before you go even further.
Okay.
That's why I always hated Valentine's Day.
That's why what?
I've always hated Valentine's Day.
Why?
Because it's a day for women. It's not a day for men. Women, if anything, you see men buying bears and candy and all this other stuff. Oh, you can get me a room with some rose petals.
Your babies.
Hold on, sister. Hold on.
We should have
I'm not talking about
Sweetheart Day, Lover's Day. All of those days should be for us because we deserve it.
Okay, can we get back to reality? Because that's not going to happen.
Okay, go ahead. Make your point, my man.
Okay. My thing is, that's why with Valentine's Day, it's always mostly about the women. And that says what that video footage I just showed you, it speaks to that, the views of men and women when it comes to relationships. Because this was never a topic before until a woman does something that has never really been done before on Front Street or in the limelight, is buy a man such a thing. Right. Men have been doing this. Men have been buying women apartment buildings. Right. Men have been buying women all kinds of stuff. But as soon as a woman does it, it's like now it's a topic to discuss. Like, oh, let's talk about this. So, or then they got all these different perspectives. That's my point.
Yeah, they
Valentine's
say,
Day is always for women to brag to their friends the next day or their sisters, all that what they man did for them. It is never about what the man gets.
because like Tiffany Haddish, supposedly she told Common said, you know, what did she want for her birthday or whatever, and she told him that she didn't want a ring, she wanted an apartment building or something.
Now she said if he proposed to her, she don't want an engagement ring,
Right,
the
right.
wedding
So
ring. Yeah.
you know, and that's understandable. And you know, like I said, yeah, men have been spending lots of money on women. I mean, that's the norm. But I don't think it should be a focus like on Valentine's Day or this day, whatever. Because the bottom line is we deserve whatever day we get. We deserve it because we take a lot of shit. Okay.
I
Now,
remember that. I remember that, Auntie. I remember
right.
that.
Tabitha Brown, she retired her husband, and that was a big issue. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you've got, okay, let me say this. Let me hit my points. First of all, they said flaunting your ability to spend a lot doesn't touch a masculine man. It will touch a more submissive man or a man who is looking out for a rich woman. Okay, that's one of the thoughts. That's one of the things how they say a lot of people feel. This is the supposedly this person did this survey, and this is what they say. Okay, is flaunting your ability to spend a lot doesn't touch a masculine man. It will touch a more submissive man or a man who is looking out for a rich woman. Now, I'm not saying I agree or disagree. Okay, I'm not saying that. We're going to talk about that. It also said the masculine men in the world around you will find you more endearing and want to take more care of you if you make a simple purchase that is meaningful and leave it at that. Okay. Now, personally, I think this is a lot of old school thought, but this is a survey that was done. Okay. It says that it's about the intangible things, your time and understanding, cooking a man a favorite meal or taking him out to a restaurant, that men love things like that more. Okay. Say gifts should be useful or sentimental. If you are in a long-term relationship and you really already feel like the woman in the relationship and you feel adored, then you do what you want. So in other words, they're saying if you just got into a relationship and you don't really feel like, you know, you think maybe he's got other women or whatever, you don't just up and give him 28 acres. You have to know that all the, you know, that you guys are in a relationship. And like you said, what she said that he treats her good, she feels secure and all of those things, then that's on her. Hey, you know, if that's what she wants to do, that's fine. But you got a lot of old school people that feel like, the man is the head, the woman is beneath. The man's supposed to just do all magnificent, awesome things for the woman, and the woman's just supposed to make sure that he's well taken care of in the home. Or
What's wrong with that?
Boy, please. We like this. This the man, and this the woman. Our African roots tells us that there's no man here and woman here. We are here. We by each other's side. Woman came from if you believe that, woman came from Adam's rib, from the side. She didn't come from his back. Okay, that is if that's what you believe. You know, if you believe that story. But the bottom line is this: we're equal. I mean, and if a woman feels secure in a relationship, what she does is her business.
Yeah, that's how I feel on any front. Because Candace always says this famous line of hers: if people would just mind their own business, the world would be a better place. Folks just need to mind their business.
Exactly. Because a lot of stuff comes up in relationships and stuff. A lot of times it comes from other family members that mess up stuff. That's why you need to keep your family out your business. You need to keep your family out of your marriage. You know, friends, girlfriends, guy friends, bringing in, mess that they don't know what's going on in your household, but they got the first ones want to give you advice, and a lot of them aren't even married or in a relationship, can't even keep a relationship. Okay, they're all in your business. And it's just people just being messy. People that are jealous of you will have stuff to say to you about, girl, I wouldn't get him that because you don't know what's gonna happen down the road. Girl, he just using you. You don't know that. You don't know. And
That's right.
the bottom line is this. So what if it doesn't work out? That's the that's the choice, that I'm willing to go with. And if it doesn't work out, it just doesn't work out. I'm not going to go back and try to take what I gave you back from you.
Yeah, because like me, one of my past relationships, the girl bought me a PS4, and she was crazy. She bought me a PS4 and like 3 or 4 Lacoste shirts, and them shirts like $70 a piece. T-shirts. When I got up out of there, I left all that crap. Left all of it. So sometimes when women, y'all be so scared about how much you overspend on a man or whatever. Shoot, you don't think so highly of yourself, because there are men out there that would gladly give you your stuff back without you even having to ask for it, because we don't want to allow any reason out there for y'all to be coming back around talking about, I want this back and I want that back. When we done with you, we are done. Take everything that you paid for. We don't want any reason for you to come back around us.
So that's a question. Say you guys are together and then you get engaged and you give her, say, a $500,000, I'm gonna say $500,000 engagement ring, and y'all break it off.
$1 million engagement ring. Good Lord.
I mean, some people do that. They spend a whole bunch of money on rings and stuff.
Okay, but can we?
But let's say, say $250,000.
Who got $250,000 for a ring? Can we break it down to what our lifestyle?
Bam. No,
that's right.
Okay.
That's right, Auntie. I left running. I waited for her to go to work. I packed all my stuff. I called the hotel. I said, "Hey, do y'all got any available rooms?" They said, well." I said, "Hey, look here, man. Look, I got a crazy woman I'm dealing with. I need to get up out of here. Do you have a room or not? I ain't got the time to play. I'll call somebody else." I was out of there. Yeah.
Oh, good. If you all you had to do is call me, and I would have come up there and I would take her out. But anyway, I'd have cut her tires. But anyway, what about that? What do you think that woman should give that ring back?
If they're not together anymore?
They broke up. They're not going to get married anymore. He gave her this ring, an engagement ring. Should she give that ring back?
Yeah.
She should give that ring back?
Of course.
And he gave it to her?
He gave it to her with an intent of marrying her. Now, if he just bought her a ring, like, hey, you like this ring?
The ring? The intention was to marry her. It's an engagement ring.
Right. If at the end of engagement, he should get the ring back. Now, if he's not tripping, he's not tripping. He don't care. Hey, that's a boss move. I mean, bro, hey, if you got $250,000 to waste and throw away by walking away from this situation, you ain't tripping on it, go ahead, bro. But at the same time, it's like, hey, you gave this to me attention of me being your wife. It's no longer an option for me to be your wife. Here you go.
Personally, if I knew we were gonna break up, I took the ring and pawned it.
See, that's why. See. It's wrong.
I take the ring and pawn it, and then when you come to me talking about I want my ring back, I would have given you the receipt. I would give you the
Kiana,
receipt.
stop lying. Kiana, I don't even know why you lying. You ain't giving nobody no ring back. You finna get you a whole new apartment on the other side of town, and you finna change your number, and you finna hold on to that ring. Get out of here. Doggone well you ain't giving that ring back.
Kiana said yes, you should. But what I would do is I pawn that sucker, and he come to me, and I would send him the receipt in the mail and say, if you want your ring, go to this pawn shop and pick it up. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
So,
but like I said, it is a double standard with men. It
is. It really is.
And I don't like how those surveys you read off, it just made men just seem like we just like lifeless. We're just there. That's what's wrong with society is men, like men who are around and a part of the life and kids and all that stuff. I think that you guys should be able to do better. You know, I'm not saying break the bank.
Should be treated better.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't got no complaints over here. I'm speaking for the regular men. You know, my wife holds it down. Charlie Brown.
Yes, she does. But yeah, but that's the way it has been for a long time. Men gets the worst end of the deal, you know.
Yeah.
Back across the fence. But men has been getting the back worst end of the deal for a long time, especially when it goes to like he could be a good father, and you go to court, and the court automatically awards the child to the mother. You know?
Yeah. And then they tear his whole life apart with child support.
Right. And then he's got to meet a whole bunch of standards that a woman doesn't necessarily. She could be living with her mother. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So but yeah, that's that's just the way it is. Men and women are treated different. They're looked upon differently. And
I think
those women that was on the Real, especially the one who was talking about that's too
Cartel.
much, whatever. 9 times out of 10, she's either jealous or she wished she had a relationship like that, but she could, trust somebody like that, or she's been in a bad relationship and she's still holding on to it.
She don't have nobody right now.
That's what I'm saying. So a lot of women, they're like, "Oh no, girl, I ain't gonna do that or whatever." Let her get into a relationship where she really fall in love with this guy. I bet she would be buying him a Rolls Royce and everything else.
Yeah, but did you hear what she said though? When the girl asked her, she said, "But would you accept it though?" She got done saying like, I don't know if I could accept it because I'd feel, you would feel obligated. And she's like, "But would you accept it though?" She's like, "Yeah, but I would feel, but you would still accept it though." So if you're not gonna tell the man, you know what? Nah, this is too much. Then don't leave your opinion out. Don't even say nothing.
Exactly.
You did not even say you was gonna say no when she said, "Well, what about you? Would you accept it?" And you still gonna be like, "I mean, yeah, I would probably accept it, but I would feel obligated."
So
yeah, you don't want to do no work.
So it's a lot to why women do that.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
Yeah, because the crazy thing is like, okay, man buys you a huge gift like that, but y'all already been together, right? So we're not talking about from the aspect of he's buying a apology gift. This is not an apology gift. This is a birthday gift. So y'all already, we're going to assume that you guys are in a good place in your relationship. Why is that the first thing that you think of when a man buys you 20 acres of land that you're going to feel obligated? What obligated to what? Continue to treat him right?
Right.
What you in a relationship with him for? You don't see him as your husband and your future husband? What you in a relationship with him for?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, why are you talking about obligate? Oh, I know what it is. You feel obligated, because you feel like, you've been outdone. So now you got to step it up with your gifts. That's probably what it really was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cheap help.
Because a lot of women feel like the man should be the one to buy the expensive gifts and give it to them. Even when they first, like I said, when they first meet, because I've known women that would do things like, yeah, he gave me this little cheap ring, and without looking at the fact that maybe that's all he could afford, or he feels like, hey, we're not at that point where I'm going to give you an expensive ring right now.
Yeah.
But there's some women that are very materialistic like that.
Yeah.
You got to buy them. Name brand purses, name brand this. You can't just go to Walmart.
If any woman look at her hand and tell her friend, he got me this little old ring. You know what? That was the ring perfect for you.
Right. Exactly.
I'm glad that man didn't spend no more money on that ring than he did, because that's what you deserve. For them words to come out your mouth.
That's it. Exactly. But there are women like that.
And I know, Mama, you was materialistic.
The other side of the story too. Now there are men that are with women just to get what they can get, because some women, you know, they know that the women are well off, and they're with women to get what they can, you know, what they can get. So you have to be leery of that too.
That's not true. Men don't do that.
What?
Men don't do that.
Man, you gonna make me cuss.
Black men don't cheat, and black men definitely don't do stuff like that.
Bullshit. Why you make me cuss? You making me cuss.
Because I'm telling you the truth. Men don't do stuff like that. We need to start separating that. Men don't do stuff like that.
Okay. You say you saying real, say real men.
No, that's not something. Why should I have to say real men? I want real gold.
Okay,
no, men. Men.
So boys, immature boys do things like that. Okay, I got you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cuss at you.
Oh, yes, you did. You've been cussing at me all my life. You've been cussing me all my life.
Boy, shut the hell. I mean, huh?
See, I'm still traumatized. I'd rather get food than that. You rather get food than what, Kiara?
She'd rather get food than jury.
Girl, you're gonna be living in a cardboard box.
Do what I said, Kiara. Get the ring if it's expensive and pawn it, baby. Get the money and then go get you something to eat. Then you got money left over.
See, that's why men don't be wanting to do that kind of stuff. See, Auntie got me. Okay, I get it. Men, that's right, Auntie. Men,
yeah.
Black men don't cheat. Black men do not use women. Stuff like that. We don't do that.
Men, you're right. Okay.
Right. When I was out there cheating,
boys do. Right. Exactly.
When I was out there cheating, I was a boy. I was a boy out there cheating. I was a bad boy.
You was a boy for a long time.
That's right. I was a boy for a long time.
I'm so glad.
I lived my life, doggone. I don't care what nobody say. I live my life. I don't care what nobody say. But yeah,
but anyway, that's hey, that's the fact of life. That's the fact of life. So
Kiara, I will you're my daughter, you're my firstborn. I love you, but I will slap you.
Oh, Kiara said a very long time. What? Kiara said she knows the deal.
She don't know Jack.
She does so.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Wait a minute. You can't. I got my did you know?
Okay, go ahead.
I hope y'all still not doing them cakewalks. I hope y'all not still doing those cakewalks at church. Anyway, my did you know? Have you ever heard where they say call a spade a spade?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that's derogatory,
yes,
right?
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's supposed to be.
Supposed to be. Okay. Believe it or not, that term call a spade, it originated with Black people. White folks didn't come up with that. It said in the late 1920s, during the Harlem Renaissance, spade began to evolve into a code for a Black person. It was a code among us. Okay. It said, but the Oxford English Dictionary says the first appearance of the word spade as a reference to Blackness was in a novel called Home to Harlem. It was a Black guy that wrote it, which was notable for its depictions of street life in Harlem in the 1920s. And they called, it was a code name. We called each other a spade. However, the American language listed the word among some of the many names to call Negroes. Later on, of course, white folk, those certain white people have to take what we do and turn it into something negative. And that's what they did. And they said, the American language, this book or whatever, listed among the word among some of the many names to call Negroes. And some of the names listed for Negroes, and I didn't realize this, was skunk, blackbird, and even spade lips. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Now the word spade is a well-documented derogatory slur toward Black people.
Damn.
The term calling a spade or whatever, that
Yeah.
originated with us, and they took that and turned it into something derogatory.
Mm.
And
As
that's
always.
always taking something good that we do and turn it into something negative. So that's the did you know? Do you have anything?
Yes. And it was an article about this guy named Bradley Johnson. He's in the prison system in Chicago. And he had been winning like these. I didn't even know prison had talent shows. And he's been consistently winning for the last 5 years consistently. They have just given a prisoner requested transfer. First time in American history for a prisoner to get a referred transfer approved, because he wanted out, because once he found out that R. Kelly got arrested and found guilty, and he knew he didn't have a chance in the talent show against him. He said he gonna try his luck somewhere else. Bradley Johnson, y'all. Bradley Johnson.
Oh Lord! He said, "Look it up. Do your research."
Yeah, and he said when he was in the cell and he saw the news, all they heard him say was like, "Oh shit!" Because all they heard, "Oh shit." So he's out of there. They got him out of there.
Oh Lord!
Well, all right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We see y'all next week. In a couple weeks.
Yeah, a couple of weeks, because we won't be here won't be on next week.
Yeah, every 2 weeks, y'all. Every 2 weeks.
Anniversary. It's your anniversary.
That's right.
Anniversary.
Right. Right. We supposed to be upgrading our rings. So in 5 years, we upgrade our rings, and that's it. That's it. That's it for the rest of our life now. She's like, wait a minute. So what about in 30 years or something? Who says you're gonna make 30 years?
Y'all gonna make 30, 40, 50, and I'll be right there saying,
yeah.
I know it. Kick his ass, Candy. Kick his ass, Candy.
Oh, like the mama off of the Nutty Professor.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Later.
Love y'all. Later.